Well, we're back with you to take a look at your ag commodity trade on a Monday, and it could be a very active trading week. It might be kind of quiet with the big reports coming up on Friday. We'll find out by talking with Chris Swift of Swift Trading Incorporated right here in Nashville. How you doing?
Doing great, Marlin.
Happy Monday
Thanks,
to
sir.
you.
Same to you.
Thanks for coming back in again.
Yes, sir.
As always, you want to take a look at our grain trade?
Yes,
and
ready to.
Sort it all out. Can't wait to get your input on this. All right, we'll start by taking a look at our corn. The corn firmed up a little bit on the open here this morning. It traded about a half cent higher overnight, but it is up about 1 1/4 cents right now at $3.71 per bushel. And we have the December now trading a penny higher at $3.85 1/4. Moving on to the soybean trade, this is the one that got all the headlines this morning, Chris, where we had September soybeans 10 3/4 lower now at 8.80 3/4. And November down 11 at 8.91 1/4 per bushel. And I'm getting mixed signals here, Chris, from the people I've been talking with today already. They can't decide what's weighing more on the soybeans, if it's Chinese tariff threats or increased tariff threats, or the fact that we have a lot of rain moving through the Corn Belt right now.
We do have a lot of rain moving through it, and that is going to help the bean crop tremendously, except in the western portions where we've got the drought areas and where it came in second crop to wheat. So I think that might be having a little bit more. And some of the additional rain could be, hampersome too, as a lot of those areas are low-lying areas and could be susceptible to some flooding.
Is it true that I've been reading that we could be looking at maybe record ending stocks on soybeans? Is that right?
Well, with the tariff issue, it's not going to be too awful hard because we're just not moving near as many beans as what we were before. So, yeah, that's very possible.
So you add that together with the fact that we're getting rain right now during pod fill. Do we have to say goodbye to the chance for any weather rally anymore this growing season here?
Probably a weather rally is going to be a little bit out of touch with it right now, but clearly with the tariff issues still being negotiated, we could always have some kind of break in the stalemate for that, and that would give them a big boost. And, of course, as best I can see, third and fourth quarter pork and poultry production going to continue to be ramped up very heavily.
So one of those 11th hour announcements out of the blue that all of a sudden we have an agreement could still spark the market?
Sure, oh, absolutely could, very much so.
What about the wheat? Now, I want to take a look at the wheat, and we'll start with Chicago wheat here. And on the big board here in Chicago, we have had tremendous gains today. Look at this. September Chicago wheat, 15 1/4 higher at 571 1/2. If you look at, and by the way, that's exactly 20 cents off our overnight low, I might add. Kansas City wheat on that September contract now 13 1/4 higher. We're at 580 1/2. That's 17 cents off its overnight low. And Minneapolis wheat right now has September gaining 12 1/4 cents at 625. This is like the little engine that could. It just continues to chug uphill here.
It does. European weather, very drought-stricken European wheat belt right now. They're getting very low yields off of it. Opens up U.S. wheat as well as U.S. corn as well. Corn's been kind of inching up a little bit in behind the wheat and not falling off near as much as what the beans have. So it has a little bit of a pull from the wheat market.
What happened to all that talk that we were drowning in wheat worldwide, and it would take years to eat out of that? And
somebody pulled the plug, and down it went.
So, isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
how
it really
much
is.
Of a turnaround
This is a new realm for wheat too. It broke the May 29 high, so you look sure like a bull market to me when you take out previous highs and you didn't break previous lows like what you did in corn and beans.
And I hear more and more guys talking about, I might be interested in pricing July 2019.
Absolutely. This is one of the more profitable years that they've had to book wheat out front at that kind of level.
Okay. And you were saying watch the options, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely. You don't want to really corner yourself in on this because if it does get active and we move towards $7, $8 a bushel, I would much rather pay the time premium on an option than I had the margin calls on a fixed position.
That's why you get the big bucks. All right, we'll come back in a moment and we'll talk about our livestock trade on the other side of these messages. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with Chris Swift. And we're back with you. We're talking with Chris Swift of Swift Trading Incorporated in Nashville. He's in the studio today talking live and in person about the markets. Okay, now we're going to take a look here at what's going on in the livestock trade.
Right.
Okay, we went home Friday. We had big gains everywhere you look on the livestock trade. And then we come in this morning, and if we pull up our cattle market here, there's not a lot going on. Yeah. Why is it so sleepy here this morning? October live cattle are down 42 at 111.58, and December down 22 at 115.28. Where'd all the enthusiasm go?
I don't know that there was really all that much enthusiasm last week. The futures market posted one day up. The cash market was a little better at 13.14. But there is significant inventory coming this fall, and I think that these opportunities, while we're at the upper level, make for some great marketing opportunities for some inventory.
Okay, explain that. You say significant inventory coming. Folks
Well,
out there may
we've
be
had
wondering.
elevated cow kills. We've now had elevated placements over and above 2017, which were in the double digits most of the year in 2017. And the drought is a major cause of this. They are pushing more and more lightweight cattle into the feed yards, and they're killing more beef cows. If we were to ever get any kind of turn where we begin to see an elevated dairy cow kill, that just for every dairy cow that's killed, it's one less beef cow that'll be slaughtered, and they start to back up. And with already elevated pork and poultry levels coming in for third and fourth quarter as well, we are going to have a tremendous amount of meat to have to chew through.
So you don't think, excuse me, you don't think we've been through the worst of that yet?
I think we were until the drought developed. I think the drought is a brand new situation that we did not anticipate, and it is slowly unfolding, moving cattle that should not be moved yet. They should still be grazing, and probably all the way until the end of August, 1st of September. But a lot of clients now are searching for feed sources for this winter, and they're not finding the feed sources that they need. And especially with Missouri having such a hard time in their drought, they are a huge forage state right there to produce those forages, and they're just not being able to put out the same amount of tonnage.
All right, let's look at feeder cattle too. On the feeder cattle board right now, we're down about 75 on the August contract at 152.10. Ironically, we have September also at 152.10, down 93 cents, and October at 152.30 would be down 73. Lean hogs, well, if you look at the lean hog trade, October is adding $1 to the big gains they had Friday. We're at 51.78. December 80 higher at 46.98. So everything but the nearby August fairly sharply higher. Is this for real?
Yeah, the index was down another $1.34 this morning when I came in. So the August contract is going to expire on the 14th of this month. So they're going to have to come together pretty quick. And the way as fast as the index is dropping, it looks like the index will go to the futures. So yeah, they're down there for a reason, and I think it's because we're going to be swimming in pork.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you, Chris, for coming in. I appreciate the comments.
Yes.
So there you have it, John. Very latest information here on the livestock